boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pinkham. I'm the math coach at Hollis Elementary School. Today I'm going to take you on a half-mile run for our field day activities for this week. I've got my music going, as you can hear. I've got Kids Bop playing. I've got a virtual scenic trail that I'm going to be running down. It's in Banff National Park in Canada. And as you can see, I have my treadmill and I've got my water. So see if you can keep up with me, see if you can make it a half of a mile, and let's have fun together. Enjoy, everybody. I'm going to be running at 4 miles an hour, which means it would be about 15 minutes for an entire mile. But since I'm doing a half of a mile, it's only going to take me about 7.5 minutes. I've got my treadmill set on a 2-degree incline, which is a little bit of an incline. It's not a flat track, so that gives me a little bit more of a workout. So I'm going to get started. Normally I would do a 5-minute warm-up walk, increasing my speed, but I'm going to get right into it so that you can get right into it too. I would encourage you, before you continue, to pause the video, maybe walk around for 4 or 5 minutes just to kind of get your muscles warmed up, and then do a 4 to 5 minute cool down walk after you finish running. But I'm going to get right into it, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll keep encouraging you as you go. Here we go, half a mile. So you may see my dogs walking around as I'm doing my run. They're always with me during my runs. They're quite a support network. I do have my fan going on my treadmill, give me a little bit of a breeze. So I've been running now for about 1.5 years. I was never much of a runner. I was more of a walker. But I did play sports when I was growing up as a kid. But the running aspect of doing tryouts at school was never easy for me. So about 1.5 years ago, my husband and I decided that we would get a treadmill and start doing some training for doing 5Ks. We started the Couch to 5K program. We found some virtual trainings online that worked you through just adding small increments of running intermittently with walking to kind of increase your endurance over time. It's a 9-week training. After we got through the 9 weeks of Couch to 5K training, we actually ran our first 5K last year in March. And I was excited to complete the entire thing running. I never stopped and walked at all. A 5K is 3.1 miles, and I did my first one in about 37 minutes. Later on that spring last year, actually I guess it was early summer, my husband and I did the Tough Mountain Challenge at Sunday River Ski Resort, and that's a 5K, but you are running and going through tons of obstacles up and down the ski resort trails. We climbed over rocks up a waterfall. We climbed through big tubes, culverts where water passes through. We crawled under barbed wire in a muddy pit. We ran through foam higher than our heads. Let's say, got lots and lots of dirty, but it was a super lot of fun. Also last April, I forgot about this, we did another 5K up in, I think it was Thomaston, Maine, called the Tam State 5K. After the race, and I did run that whole one as well, I didn't stop. It was a super cold, rainy, wet day, and my husband and I stuck around for the awards ceremony. And that race faster than my first 5K. When they were announcing the awards, I ended up getting first place in my age division. At the time, I was 49, and I think the age group was 45 to 50. I was pretty excited. Come to find out though, I was the only one in my age group, but it still felt pretty good. And I have a plaque on my door at school that shows that I was first place winner. So, I just want to encourage you that you can start running at any age. It's never too late or too early to begin, but any amount of exercise you get every day is a good day. Now, I wear my Fitbit faithfully every day, and I always, well, I can't say always, it makes me very upset if I don't get to a minimum of 10,000 steps every day. Now, with my stride length, 10,000 steps is more than 4 miles. For me, about 2,200 steps is a mile. So, just, knowing that I average between 4 and 5 miles on a normal day. Lately though, however, my husband and I have this walking route that we do near our house. It makes one big loop from where we live in Hollis. The whole loop is about 4¼ miles, and we do that almost every day of the week when the weather is good, and that in itself gets me over 9,000 steps just in that walk. So on the days that I do those walks, I usually walk between 17 and 20,000 steps. Now, with distance learning, I haven't been moving as much during the day as I normally would be, just because I've been at my computer a lot. Oh, and by the way, you're already at 4/10 of a mile. 1/10 of a mile to go. So, sitting at my table in my dining room is not always very fun for me. I like to be up and moving around. So when I can take a walk in the evening with my husband, and sometimes my dogs, it's a good day. Because I know I'll get my 10,000 steps. I'll know that I've done my body a good thing, and given it the exercise that it needs. I don't know if you can see it in the video as well, but over there on the floor, I have a rowing machine that I also just, within the last month, started to use. We bought that brand new. So every day before I get on the computer, I try to run on this or row on that. Because again, this summer, if the Tough Mountain Challenge happens, my husband and I have already signed up to do it again. If it isn't, oh well, we've exercised and we've done some good things for our body. 1/10 of a mile to go. Keep it up, everybody. You're doing great. So, I hope you've had fun watching me. And there is your half mile in exactly 7.5 minutes. Now, you probably should go and do a slow walk around your house or your yard, but I'm going to do that after I stop the video. Hope you had fun. Thanks for running with me.